So now we're going to go through one of the most complicated, not complicated, but easily misunderstood sections of the miscellaneous revenue and other types of reimbursable expenses. For this example, we're going to go ahead and use vending machines. I'm using vending machines because the amount of revenue that could be produced by vending machines will be dependent upon having tenants occupying the spaces and having income produced from these vending machines actually being used. So what we haven't looked at so far is this fixed percent over here on the right. So the fixed percent adjusts for the vacancy of the building by dividing the line items into the fixed or variable components that you have set. So for this particular instance, we have an average occupancy of 80% of the property. So if I've set 100% fixed for this dollar amount, we're going to have a $20,000 revenue no matter what. As an alternative, let's say that this is dependent on what the occupancy of the property is. So in this circumstance, I'm going to just use an example of applying the fixed percent as 0%, and we'll take a look at the outcome. So from our $20,000 in potential revenue, what we've ended up with here, since the property is 80% occupied, we end up with 80% of the $20,000, giving us $16,000. To go back and take another look at an alternative, if the fixed percent was 50%, the outcome would be $18,000, being that $16,000 was dependent on the 80% occupancy, and then 50% of the additional $4,000 that would make up to the maximum was determined by the fixed percentage that we defined. If this is a confusing concept, which I would expect that it would be for a lot of people, the best thing to do would be to go in the step-by-step guide and take a look at the fixed percent. Specifically, page 34 defines a number of these different fields here, including some computations for the fixed percent.